7.2 is writing fractions as sums. Remember, sum is just when we add up parts, our total. So we are trying to think what are different ways we could add fractions to get a certain fraction. I'll show you in a second. One of the big things we talk about is something called unit fractions. And a unit fraction is just going to mean it's the smallest piece we can get, or it's going to have a numerator or a top of 1. So 1/4, 1/2, 1/3. It's not going to be 2/4 or 3/4, any of that stuff. We're thinking these are the smallest we can get. We can use unit fractions to equal 2/4 or 3/4. And what you'll see in these problems is it will give us sometimes where it wants us to use unit fractions and sometimes where it doesn't want us to or it doesn't require us to. So with an example, like you might get an answer like 5/6, and it says, write the fraction as a sum of unit fractions. So we're going to think, what are ways I could add fractions to get 5/6? Now remember, we're going to do everything with our denominator is going to stay the same. So I already know that I need to have 6 on bottom. Now, if they don't tell us, if it just says write the fraction as a sum of fractions, then I can add these however I want. So really, I'm just thinking, what plus what equals 5? So I could say 4/6 plus 1/6. I could say 5/6 equals 3/6 plus 2/6, right? We can add up however we want. Now, there might be a time where they say write the fraction as a sum of unit fractions, which means that the only way they want us to get there is by using a unit fraction. So 1/6 in this case. Now I'm going to have to add that 5 times. I'm thinking 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5. So 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 5. That will really help as we start at the beginning of chapter 8 with multiplying fractions. So just one more example they might give us is they might say to do something like, let's do 7/12. So first they might say write 7/12 as a sum of unit fractions. I'm going to say here and I'm going to do 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12. So I have it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm good. A lot of times our biggest mistake here is that people will add up 12 times, or they'll do 1/7 plus 1/7 plus 1/7. Make sure denominators should be the same all the way across. The other way they'll ask is write the fraction as a sum of fractions. Usually they'll say like 2 or 3 different ways. So I'm thinking what plus what plus what plus what. I can do any combination as long as the denominator stays the same. And I get 7/12. So I'm going to do 4/12 plus 3/12. I could do 2/12 plus 2/12 plus 2/12. That's 2, 4, 6. 1/12. I could do unit fractions as one of them. I could do 6/12 plus 1/12. Any of those, as long as it equals that fraction that they're asking for.